Christina Grimmie. The world is remembering the voice star this morning after that tragic shooting at her concert. ABC's Mara Schiavocampo is here with the latest on the investigation. Good morning to you, Mara.
Amy, good morning. Grimmie's funeral is being held tonight near her hometown in New Jersey. This as police continue to learn more about her killer and try to piece together a motive. The big unanswered question is still why.
She was a rising pop star, unexpectedly gunned down. This week, hundreds gathering at a vigil for former Voice contestant 22-year-old Christina Grimmie, killed in a senseless shooting last week.
I'm at a great peace right now. I really am. She's in a better place.
This morning, new information about the shooter, 27-year-old Kevin James Loibel. Police say he traveled 2 hours to Orlando with the intent to kill the singer. The up-and-coming singer was fatally shot at a meet and greet after this performance in Orlando Friday night.
The 4 gunshots were pop, 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 pop.
I was traumatized. I didn't know what was going on.
Police say without warning, Loibel, who was armed with 2 guns and a knife, shot Grimmie. When her brother tackled him to the ground, police say Loibel then shot and killed himself.
It's going to be 2 patients. The female patient and the shooter.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
Even before she went on The Voice,
Yo, Team Grimmie, fam, what is up?
Grimmie was an internet sensation. More than 5.5 million people watching her cover of Adele's Hello. This was her last post.
I'm a huge fan of doing fundraisers. I'm a huge fan of just giving back in general.
Following the news of her death, Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez both breaking down in tears while performing tributes to Grimmie.
When I look into your eyes.
Adam Levine, her coach on The Voice, tweeting he was, quote, absolutely devastated and heartbroken.
A GoFundMe page set up by Grimmie's manager has now raised almost $180,000, and that will go to the family. And this has been such a tough week for Orlando. The venue where Grimmie was killed is just a few miles from Pulse nightclub. Amy?
It was tragic in so many ways for so many people. Mara, thank you. We want to turn now to ABC News Chief Legal Analyst Dan Abrams for more on this case. And Dan, we've obviously seen stars like John Lennon and Rebecca Schaeffer and now, unfortunately, Christina Grimmie, who have been killed by obsessed fans. But in this case, were there any warning signs that this guy was following her?
Yeah, there may have been some signs with regard to conversations that he had with colleagues, but nothing where the law can step in, right? Because when you're talking about stalking laws, you need actual conduct. You need him to have followed her, particularly if it happens repeatedly, harassed her in some way, shape, or form for the law to step in. So just someone saying in retrospect, for example, oh, you know, he used to talk about how obsessed he was with her all the time, you can't really get the law involved at that point.
Yeah, there was no paper trail. He had no apparent arrest record in relation to her at all.
Yeah, and look, there are anti-stalking laws on the books in all 50 states. I mean, this is something that is now taken very seriously by the authorities in the wake of, sadly, incidents like this having happened before. I mean, the LAPD has a whole unit devoted to stalking of celebrities.
Right, and speaking to that, I mean, stalking is a big issue for celebrities and non-celebrities alike. But even with the stalking laws in place, how difficult is it to enforce those laws?
It's really important to think about it. This is a big domestic violence issue because you see it a lot in domestic violence cases. Ex-boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife can stalk the ex. And the challenge is, after someone reports it, how do you then enforce the requirement to stay away? That's where some people get very frustrated with the system, where they say, I reported it, there was a warning, and we couldn't do enough to stop it. So look, it's just really important to stay focused on these laws, and it's a really good thing that people now recognize around the country how much of a risk this really can be.
All right, Dan Abrams, we appreciate it. Thanks so much.